welcome. Let me see if I can get this over here in my stand. Welcome. I had kids last night. But this is kind of what it is. So just come on in. Hey Linda, how are you? Just come in and say hey, and then we'll get going here. This is what we was going to do last night. It's going to be hopefully a simple design. I haven't done a whole lot of these, so hopefully this works out for y'all. But here is all this stuff out here. I did crap and gap, whatever you call this stuff. Gap and cracks. It don't look pretty, but I did the top and the bottom. But it's a cute little Highland cow. I don't know if you can see too well. It's got all the blues and whatnot in there. He's so cute. Oh my goodness. So cute. So we're going to use this. I did have some white daisies. We'll leave these out for now. They're only up here in his little head. So we're going to try to not do too much on top. I might cut this down even more. Go there and get my knife. But we're going to use some lamb's ear in here because the sign does incorporate some lambs. I'm doing well. My brother's doing okay. He's in respite right now, which my sister-in-law was confused about it, and then she got us confused about it. You know, we thought the worst was coming. It's still coming. We just don't know when. You know, it could be sooner than later or later than sooner. But he's in respite, I guess. I'm still confused about it. But anyway, he's doing okay as far as okay is. But thank you all for your prayers and everything. I appreciate that. But anyway, we're going to use some lamb's ear. We're going to use that fun ribbon. We're going to use, I think I'm going to add some of these in here. Those are going to be fun. So we're going to add those. And then I've got this pick plus one little piece. Thought I had another one of these. I don't. But we're going to use this one. It's a really fun pick. It's going to match a lot of this stuff and bring out the white and these flowers in here and whatnot. So that's going to be fun. And then we might go back in and add some of this as filler color as a blue. I'm not sure about that one yet. So I got that one out. And then this one, they call it, depending on what you use it with, it kind of looks purple and then it kind of looks blue. So it's kind of one of those, depending on what you use it. They call it a, of course, why do I always pick the one without a tag on it? I might have to go over and see if I got one with the tag. Let me just run over there. I got another one in a bag. Oh, I know why, because it's on the bag. To get out the bag. That's why I don't have a number on that one. Because it's on this, yes, it's on the bag. On the bag. They call it, I thought they called it a blue something, but it's actually a eucalyptus. You get 12 pieces on here. It's CS14653. That's a frosted, a little bit frosted. It's not too heavily frosted, but if you mix it with the blue, it kind of looks blue. If you mix it with purple, it kind of looks purple. You know what I'm saying? Hey Michelle, how are you? Oh no, yeah, my brother has a sliver of a liver left, I guess. Yeah, he was in ICU up in Dayton. They air carried him to Dayton back during the heavy snow. And he fell and had internal bleeding and whatnot. And then they found out he had this pretty much terminal liver, whatever. He's an ex-cop, ex-police officer. But it's only 62. You know, he's got a 16-year-old son, so it just breaks my heart. So But anyway, let's move on from that. But I do appreciate everybody's prayers and stuff. So like I said, I craft and grabbed whatever. You know what I'm gonna call it. So, these and these. Okay, so let's get going. I think I really want to make a bow first. That way we can work around that bow up here. So let's do that real quick. Let's throw some more in the garbage can here. But I do think I want a little bit longer. I like this because it's like a denim. Should have read the number on that first. That's a Sims. That's item number Q501540-61. It's a 50-yard roll. That's like a polyester canvas type of ribbon. So I think I'm going to go long on this tail over here. And then we can always cut it down. Okay. I don't think I'm going to use really huge loops. I think we'll just go about 5. Let's go about 6. I like this one because you don't really always have to twist, but I always do. So I think I'm just going to go, let's just do this with 2 on each side. Okay. And then I want to go in with this blue right here. This one is another Sims. It's a canvas. And that's RGE1773WR. I'll do that one. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Leave our tails a little bit long. Down here, we can always cut them down. Okay. I'm just going to go a little bit shorter. This one I'm not going to twist. I'll bring that one up as well. And then we'll go in with this one. I love this one. This one is one of my favorite. And it's really windy here too, Linda. Super windy. Hey, Rhea. Hey, Michelle. Super windy here. Cold. I'm so done with cold, y'all. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it no more. And this one, I think, let's see what you do, just like a 1 looper. What should we do? You know what? Let's do 2. Let's do 2. A little bit shorter. A little bit shorter. I think I'm going to pull this one down. Let's see. I pull that one down just a little bit. Okay. I like that. I like that. That would be pretty. Oh, good. I have a white. I have a white one. This would be really pretty, like a neutral color, like in the blues and stuff, like a denim. Look real springy and stuff. I think it'd be really cute. Make sure I got that in the center there. Just pull that tight and twist that. I don't think that'll be too big. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Yeah, see, this would look really cute broken up on here. And like I said, we can cut these down and build out this side and then build out down the bottom. We can put it up at the top if you really want it to. I think I want this kind of down over off the side. Even put it over on this side. If you want it to, but I think I'm going to go off to the other side. It's hard. I'm working upside down, guys. I'm calling myself a liar right now. I want to go kind of off this other side. It gets hard when you're doing it upside down. Because the way you want to go becomes the opposite way you want to go. So now we're going to switch all this kind of up. We're going to pull these kind of over here. Okay. There we go. And those will cut down. Those are our short topper ones. Then these we're going to pull kind of over to the opposite side. Just like we did the other ones. Wow, this one's way under here. Not liking that. So we'll just pull like that, okay? That way these will come down this side. So when I do it, it's going to be the way I want it. I'm going to have to concentrate on this one because when I'm looking at it upside down, I want to go to the opposite side. So when I'm teaching you guys, I tend to get confused. So here's what I'm talking about. So we'll come down this side over. Is this falling over? I didn't tie that. No, I didn't pull that tight. So I'm losing my thing here. I gotta straighten that out. It'll come down this side, like such. Okay. Instead of going, we don't want to hide our cute little flowers that are over on this side. We don't want to hide those. Okay, so let's get another. Actually, I think I'm gonna pin. I want to pin this. I want to just tie it around this. I'm trying to see if I want to pin it. I want to pin this or attach it to the foam. I want flowers to come a little bit out this side too, so I think I'm going to pin this one. Let's try pinning this. I might have to cut this. I'm using one of the U-pins. Cut it down because my foam's only so thick. So I'm just going to cut that off. And then we'll stick this in here. And then we'll pull this tighter. Then we'll stick that on. Stick that on. Now we can pull it tight. Now we can pull it tight like a twigger. There we go. Okay. Now cut this off. We'll get this on here and then we'll go to town. Okay. Go this way. Okay. Glue this. I'm going to glue a little bit on the ribbon, and I'm just going to glue up these little pins here. Okay. And then we're going to stick it kind of in where we think we want it. And we'll just hold that. So we'll trim these down. I just left them long because I don't know how short I want those. And we'll just pull these out over here. Okay. So we'll trim these. Let's trim these off now. See if they're going about short. This you can't really do a whole lot with. You kind of have to burn those. you have a lighter, I need to get one for down here because I like to kind of just lightly burn those. Then it doesn't fray. You know what I'm saying? So I'll have to find that. Anyway, we'll trim these a little bit. I might go trim these more, but for now, we're just going to leave them the way they are. About like this. Okay, so we got our bow on. Okay, so it's over here. And then we'll add our flowers, start to come out here and down on the bottom. So let's work on the bottom first real quick. What I want to do first, or what you want to do first, is start with your and these are just from, these are mainstays. So what is that, Ashland or mainstays? Those are mainstays. I'm going to use these stems. I'll probably have to go back and steam these once I get these on here. I know I just lost one. Had these for a while. But these are CS26012. So I'm going to cut some long. I'll cut some short. Okay. Shorts. Keep the shorts together, then the longs together. Couple longs. Shorts. I'm going to cut a few of these up here. This is going to bring out that sage in the sign. Okay. Cut up about 4 of these. Start with. Why do the leaves keep falling off? I hate when leaves fall off. It's my nemesis. I gotta find the one that fell off right here. There we go. That's a long one. Okay, I think I've got enough. If I need more, I can go back and get, I got these two here. So I think what I want to do is we're going to start down here on the bottom. We're going to add a few of these lamb's ear in here. Like I said, I really wish I would have steamed these first, but I'll have to go back and do that later. I feel like I lost one on top here. I did. We're going to use it anyways. Let's trade it for this one. I can go over there and get more because I got more over there, but man, these are wired together. The Walmart ones are really pretty much the same as the one from the Sims, so if you can't get to the Sims or whatnot, don't worry about it. They're about the same. They're almost identical. So what I want to start doing is I want to go in at an angle. I don't think I want to go quite this long, so I'm going to cut this down a little bit more. I always leave them long so that I can go in here, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm thinking I want to carve this. Yeah, we're not going to worry about it. So how long I want it? Go in about right here. I think I'm going to cut down a little bit more. I always start by cutting a little bit off at a time, y'all. Okay, add back. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to kind of bend it up a little bit. Now I'm just going to kind of go in, kind of add an angle here on this side. Oh, there we go. Just kind of flip that out. I'm going to go off to the, oh, I got a whole other one right here. that one off. See if I need that one too. So then we'll cut this one. I'm going to go over on this side, but I'm going to use that other Walmart one so it matches. Okay, and then it'll start filling out and filling in once we get this going. Once we kind of get our design going here. Probably should have picked those all up. Okay. Now I'm just going to go back and add some of our smaller ones in and around here. I really should have steamed these. Apologize, I've just been busy with everything going on, so I'm really not liking that one. It's too steamed. Too steamed. Okay, we're going to come back up in here. Okay, we'll kind of build out a base down here on the bottom. These are just looking, I'm going to go grab, some of these bushes are just not looking, I've had these for quite a while. I'm just, where I go on the right, I'm going to go back in on the left. That kind of makes sense there. And then we'll use some of these really fluffy ones off another daggone leaf. Sometimes when they come on, I'll just dip that little doodad in the glue and then stick it. Oh, that one broke off. Dang on. Wow, some of these are breaking off. I don't like these, guys. I don't like them, but we're going to use them. Shoot. These I'm just going to kind of come up underneath down in here. Okay, we just want to fill in the bottom. So we use, that one's a little wonky there. So I think we're going to use him up here. I really do wish I would have steamed these first. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cut this one. Need another short one, so we're gonna make. Pick and choose my battles here, y'all. We're gonna make this one a short one. Stick down in there. I didn't use lamb's ear very much. I don't know if you all do. I'm not a super fan of it, but with this, I think it really needed that lamb's ear on it. You know what I'm saying? Just to match the sage and everything going on in here. I think it really, really needed it. And then there's no rules. You don't have to use the sage. This was just my vision, so kind of what I wanted to do with it. There we go. So we're getting. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Brenda. How is everybody doing? All right, so we're doing this door hanger. We're just starting out, so we're going to try to find another. Might have to go get a couple more of these. Let's use this one on the bottom. Whoop! That's not my clippers. Not my clippers. We're starting out with some lamb's ear. This one we're going to bring down in here. Put my hand in that glues. Okay, so we're just kind of filling in. We're going to be adding a bunch of stuff in here. I think we're going to kind of chill out on the lambs here. We're going to cut some. You know what? Let me grab another. A bunch of them fell out when I was grabbing them. Let's see what we got. See, what? Keep dropping them. Keep dropping them. Let's see what more I got. I'll get rid of this stuff because I'm not a big fan. Not a super fan. Oh, they have it in purple too. I like the purple, but we're not using that today. Grab the purple out of the wheel. Alright, so let's see if we can get some shorter pieces. I'm really liking this Walmart brand better than the Sims brand. To be quite honest with you. I've also had the Sims brand quite a little bit more time than the other brand, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so I think I know I want to do that. Trying to figure out what to do with this top here. So we're going to go in with one more run in here because we're going to add other stuff in here. Okay, we're going to fill this in with other colors in our 90610 609 whatever it's called. I'm not going in there. There we go. See how we just kind of filled in that bottom real quick there. Oh, I don't blame you, Linda. And then we just used a simple bow up here. So I'm gonna stick with these Walmart brands. I'm just a huge fan of the Walmart brand. Not such a huge fan of the Sims brand lambs here. It's very similar, but Walmart's is much nicer, y'all. Might be a little more expensive. I don't know if they had a price tag on it or not. Sometimes their stuff does, sometimes not. $2. $2. Okay. Let's cut these off. We'll probably use these up at the top. Okay. So we've got the bottom kind of filled in. We're going to take these and kind of use what we can up here on the top. Okay, so we want to kind of match up at the top. So I'm going to kind of go in here. Kind of go up in there. And this one I think I'm going to kind of come up underneath back here. Actually, no, I'm going to take this one on the other side over here. Okay. Go right in here. Okay. Let's see what other ones we got here. Take this one. I'm going to cut this little branch off here. Let's see. Do a look-see here. Cut that off. We can always use these little things. I save those. I really need to steam this out, guys. Sorry about that. And this one, we're going to go right behind up in here. Okay. Our bow will come over here. And we just need maybe one, like a snippet. Small snippet off one of these to kind of get maybe up in here. We'll snip that off. Put that one right in here. Okay. Like I said, I'll steam those out. Then I'm going to take this other little snippet that I just cut off. Waste that. Then we're going to put this one kind of back underneath here. Okay. Kind of back underneath that side. I feel like we need another little snippet kind of in there. So let's cut another little piece up here. And then we'll start adding some of the fun colors and stuff in here. Okay. I'll put this one kind of down in there. Okay, so here's where we're at so far. We've got this. Now we get to add in all the fun stuff. Knock one over and knock. No. I'm just looking from over here. I think that it looks. No, I'm not. Probably because it needs steamed. Kind of overthinking that right there. Kind of overthinking that one. Maybe it's this one. Did I put one? Oh, there we go. That looks better. Alright, so like I said, we're going to add some of this. And this one is, this one's item number 40017-BL for blue. And we're just going to kind of break these apart. Cut that one. And I'll snip this one. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. We got 4 pieces of this. Okay, well, this one's, I'm going to take one of my longest ones. Some of these pieces are, you know, kind of longer than the others. And then, well, they're about the same size. Close. So we're just going to spread this out. This is going to match our blue flowers that are down in here. Okay. And this we're going to add into our spread that out. We'll put kind of probably 2 up here, 2 down there, and then we'll add that other blue. Okay, so this one I kind of want down in between here. Okay, I want this one kind of snipping out in between here on this side. So I'm going to pick this. I just think I'm going to struggle getting that in there. Cut that pick down a little bit though. Anybody got any questions? I know, I love, yeah, because it's got the sign has it in there. So it really matches really good. Okay, so see now we're bringing out the color in here. See how that's starting to bring out the color and everything. So we'll take one more and we'll stick this one on this side. And we're not done yet. I have to come up with some kind of flower. Since we really didn't do a bow in there, I don't want to do another bow. I have to come up with another like neutral kind of flower. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find my fuzziest one here. Let's use this one. Now I want that one with the 3. I want that one. Alright, so let's need to do. Like I said, I am picking these because it's just easier sometimes. Well, the pick machine works, right? Well, the pick machine works. Right, this plastic down my face. Alright, let me turn this around so you can see where I'm putting this in here. Kind of want to get it in the same spot. You want to kind of match that other side. Okay. Just going to go right kind of in the same spot. Right on the other side. Okay. I'm just going to spread that love out with these flowers. Okay. twist them around. Oh, man, Bobby. Pull that right off there. Yeah, we're not having none of that. I don't have none of that. Okay. So spreading the love around town. Okay, so see how that's just bringing that to life now? Isn't that cute? Alright, so we're going to want to add, I'm thinking about the top now. Definitely going to want to add one up top. I was thinking about breaking this one up into two pieces. Whoops. Which we're going to do. I'm going to break this one into this. We're going to take all these pieces with that one flower. Then we're going to pick that so it stays together. And the big one, we're going to put up here in this top piece above that bow. I think. It's got the big flower on there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to stick that one right in there. Okay, see, just like that. And then we'll take this other piece. And I think with that one, thinking here, guys. That one stayed in there. I'm thinking. Kind of want that one down here. Or we add that one. You know what? We're going to take this one and add it there. And this one, we're going to bring out this side. Okay, we're going to try to separate. We're going to try to add a little family over here of flowers. So that kind of matches. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see if I can cut that off there. I hate that double top that they put on there. Like I said, we'll stick this one over on this side, okay? There. Yeah. Our top's not necessarily going to match, what am I trying to say? It's going to match, but it's not going to match. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say here. What am I trying to say? Hold on, I'll figure it out. There we go. How we've got like here. This one's going to be a little bit different on the top. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a little bit different. Let's go over there. Okay. Kind of got that. We got our clothes draping. I like that. Okay, see what I'm talking about? Okay. So now we're going to add some of these in here. Oh, we forgot this last piece, guys. This one I think I'm going to come down in the bottom. I think that's where I'm going to go with that one. glues. I had to rot my glues. There, we'll just stick this one down in the bottoms. Okay. Spread those kind of out just a little bit. You know. So now we're kind of looking full, kind of down around the bottom. Got our bow coming up here. Hoping I'm not hiding my little cow buddy too much. I might be. Probably should just left this top piece off here, but I've got one more of these. So if I don't like it, I'll leave it. I should have stuck with the bow, just a few flowers on top. But I want to try this, so never know until you try, right? Never know until you try. So let's cut a few of these off. I didn't give you the number off that. The number off that, this is the Sims. This is WF448. It's flocked lavender. Oh, we got some plain leaves too. Or one of those things fell off. One thing fell off, so I was getting excited. And it is a pusher. Okay. So let's just push. Let's get some of these in here for another different texture. Okay. Get some of those in there. Take this long end and stick out the end there. Just digging in deep here. Trying to pull my foam. This foam's being. Oh, I was going right into glue there. Okay, this is just going to add another fun texture in here. Oops. This one down in here. Have I done door hangers before? I like them. I think they're fun.
Unknown caller.
Unknown caller. Hold on. Oops. It's my sister-in-law. How is that an unknown caller? Goodness. Oh my goodness. This long one, do the same thing, go over to the side. Sorry, baby, the slow tonight, guys. It's been a long week. And this one we're going to dig down in here. Okay. Go in there. Okay, so see how we've added 3 of these to each side. Okay, see that one? Where'd it go? 2. I swear, did I pull that right out? Like I got vinyl from work on me. Oh no, I didn't put the third one in yet, guys. Sorry. Tell I'm kind of running on fumes. There we go. Okay, now let's add a few to the top. Cut a few. I want that one. I want one more leaves. I think I will use this long one. We'll come out this side here, down that end. I really really like these because they're called lavender, but they're really a bluish. They could be, they're like a bluish color. So they're really matching our color scheme here really, really well. So I like that. Let's do another one here. Perfect. Okay. And we've got a few of these left, so might as well use them up on the other side. I don't need all these, but we'll figure it out. So I do want one underneath. I'm pushing some of these all the way. Comes with like 2 of these leaves. So I'm pushing some up. Kind of like rotating. I'm pushing like one's going down and one's a little more up. I guess is what I'm trying to spit out. Let's start over here first before I do that. Get that one up in there. And we'll cut one a little bit shorter. Kind of coming out under here. Okay. I'll take this one. This is our long one. Oops. Alrighty, down. Let's stick this one up in here. And we'll take this last one, stick back over in here. And then, like I said, I need something there, guys, and I'm looking around, seeing what I got. Excuse me. Looking around. And up top to top. Dang, this one's hard to push up. Lost my train of thought there. I was going to use a lot of that other blue in this, but you guys, I really don't. I think this right here is going to get lost in there. I think the way it looks right now, I like it. But I need something in there. I really don't want another bow, but I might, whoo, hello. I might stick something in there, not glue it, and then I might think about just another small bow going in there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Maybe Mabel. Excuse me. Spread that out just a little bit there. I got to steam those boogers there. Let me grab this over here. Here's a thought. And like I said, I could make just a small bow to go down here, but I think that'll really take away from it. I do have, where'd that go? There's that one. Oh, please. Look for a big something to put in there. Ooh, I wonder about, no, I don't. Oh, goodness. Goodness. I don't want to cut that bush up. That's my this bush. Well, let's see. So what we got on this one. Don't know if, oh, you know what? Dang it, where did those go? I had them over here last. Those would be perfect if I can find them. Oh, man. I'm not sure. Not sure what I did with them. They were a blue. Oh, here they are. Dang it. Here they are. Yes. Let's try this. let's try this. I'm not going to glue these in because I don't know if this is what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm just going to stick these in here. That was a shorter one, so I'm going to use that one right here. Put this one down a little bit. Let's stick that one up in here. I don't know. I'll have to take a look-see about that one. I'll have to take a step back. Kind of in a look-see, just to see if that's kind of where I want to go with that. But yeah, maybe something like that in the front. It's hard to see in the camera. I don't have them in there real pleasantly like I really want. I do have a fourth one. But I might do something like that. Or if I can find the white ones too. I had some white ones. Might do something like that. So that's an option. Those kind of match. Another option. I'm going to trip over that cord. Is that other stuff. I don't want to just go cutting up flowers and wasting right now. I do got this. This one I probably won't use, so let's cut a couple of those. I don't know if these are too yellow or not. I really want, I don't know, I really want like peonies or something coming down in here. Not really steamed either, but I could do something like that. Down in here as well. Just kind of pull out ideas here, guys. Or I could just stick another bow in there. But right now I'm on the fence about that. So something similar to this. I may go with I may end up going with the bow, guys. I don't know. I'm not kind of liking that too much. Not liking that too much. Or I may just build up with some more of this stuff. I might just go ahead and do this and then finish adding a little bit of that blue in there. Maybe a couple more pieces of this. We may just go something like that. That's kind of looking a little better to me with just something like that. But I don't know. I'm on the fence. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of wishing I really wouldn't have put the top on. But if I don't like it, I'll keep it myself. You know what I'm saying? I'll hang this on my in my kitchen. But yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll probably add maybe some of this in there into that front part, along with this lamb's ear. If I can find a hydrangea or something, I might use that. But I might just add some of this. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence right there, guys. Like I said, I just don't think a bow would, I don't know, I think a bow might be too much. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. Hopefully you like this. Sorry I'm not spunking on the ball. As I normally am, but there's been a lot going on. But I do appreciate your prayers and everything so much. I really do. Her and my brother, see how they gotta finish. I gotta do something here. I gotta figure out, need a flower or something to finish right there, but it's, and we need one of these in there too. But I do appreciate everybody's love and support and hugs and prayers and whatnot. Like I said, it's gonna be, we don't know, it's could be a while, could be tonight, so it kind of is what it is. I do appreciate your continue prayers and everything. All right, guys. I don't know. I think it looks kind of all right. Thank you, and thank you so much. I appreciate it, you guys. I'm going to trim this back here. I don't know. This one's probably going to be mine. But whatever, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. As always, laugh and live with a half full cup. Until black clouds find the sun. I will see you next week. Hopefully with the exciting project. I'll have to think about that one. Always do. And if there's anything you guys would like to see or like to see me do, please give me a shout out and throw me some ideas. Okay? I'm always open for ideas and suggestions and whatnot. So, alright, guys. I will see you later. And be kind. Bye. Thank you, guys.